Hey guys, and welcome back to the Simpsons Hit and Run. Oh my god, I never get tired of these newspaper gags. Jesus Christ. Confused yokel scratches head. Well, I would as well if there was a Bart Simpson-themed crop circle.
You have to remember, the important part is, Bart soiled his pants. Can't let that go.
That's worthy of a front page headline, I believe. And we're essentially back in level 1 now, but it's night time. Good for the budget of the game, not so good for originality. The artists are rolling in their graves. But on to level 4 stuff, I guess. Marge is going to go around Springfield and find out why her little boy has an emulsified brain. I'm sorry for stealing one of your lines, Volk, but we've tried to do this twice now, and I would like to get on with my life. Thank you very much.
No, that's fair enough. I'll give you a pass on that one.
Early evening at this point, I'd say.
Early evening. It's just about getting dark. Not quite there yet.
I was saying to Volk, before we started recording, is this the Canyonero? Because it seems bulky enough, but I'm not sure if it is or not.
No, it's definitely not. The Canyonero is basically a Humvee, and this is more like just a family van. Although I do remember it being ever so slightly smaller. I don't know whether that's the cartoon perspective throwing me off as compared to the 3D one, but oh well. What can you do?
Man, I like how Police Chief Wiggum gets the lead out when donuts are involved. Everyone else will be dead by the time it takes to get him to a crime scene.
Murder? Nah. Donuts' #1 motivation in this precinct.
Speaking of murder, how are you enjoying the Power Rangers Twitch marathon, Volk?
Well, considering the last one I watched was Forever Red, that was damn good watching.
Oh yeah. Not made any more comfortable by the fact that the Red Wild Force Ranger killed a guy with a sword in real life.
Yeah, well, the Twitch chat seems to be reminding us of that on an almost constant basis, almost as much as the
Ah yes, good old based putties, if you will. Now we got ourselves a hit and collect mission on our hands here, and we've seen a couple of these before. You just basically have to tap the back of the truck, brake, and collect whatever falls out of it. I believe the timing on this one will be a little bit tight, and I really wish he rammed into that tree. It would have made my job a lot easier.
Well, he rammed into that car for you.
Everything's coming up end top.
Gotta take the little victories.
This car does not handle as well as I would hope, but I've got time.
Yeah, if it goes pear-shaped, I suppose you can always try and go to the phone booth beforehand and grab something a bit snippier on the handling.
Definitely not the rocket car, though, next to Chester A-Bomb's solid gold house.
Oh god, no, definitely not that. That's like only for the hardcore players that want a challenge.
Okay, halfway there with just under a minute to go. I can do this, I think.
Yeah, I reckon you'll have this.
It's getting back that's the problem, though, I think.
Yeah, because you gotta go all the way back to the donut shop. Although one thing that strikes me as odd is that this donut truck, I believe, claimed to have all the colours of the rainbow, yet all I'm seeing is chocolate. I don't know, maybe they had to cut costs.
Kind of false advertising if you think about it. Oh god, 2 more to go, come on. Is that it? Yes!
There we go. Alright, now we gotta get back.
Quick reverse. Oh, skills, mate, skills. Can't even compare.
Missy Elliott would be very pleased with that flip it and reverse it.
What the fuck, Mo? Don't give me these hidden facts about you, knowing Missy Elliott and shit during an important donut retrieval arc.
People who know me very well know that my head is probably filled with the most varied assortment of useless trivia in the known universe. There's a reason why I am the king of Trivial Pursuit in my family.
Oh, nice. What's your specialised subject, Mo?
Well, I guess it depends. I know a little bit of everything, and I also know a little bit of not very much, so it kind of depends on the luck of a draw.
Same, mate, same.
But, you know, it works out more often than not, so, you know, it's always good.
I'm seeing a lot of trucks carrying toxic waste around. I hope that doesn't come back to bite us.
I don't know. I think it's just a normal Saturday night for Mr. Burns.
Possibly.
Or maybe he's just ran out of trees to shove the drums into.
That's a great episode. Shall we hide more on the playground, sir? No, the bold children are arousing suspicion.
Yes.
So, I guess we can't avoid it anymore. Marge Simpson. Volk, episodes that you like that involve Marge?
I could actually give you a couple of good ones. One from the former half of the seasons and one from the latter half, actually. The former one would be Marge on the Lam, and that's the one where she makes a friend in Ruth Powers, and they go around having the fun times and then end up running away from the long arm of the law.
Oh look, it is the Canyon Arrow.
Oh wow, okay. I guess I was wrong. It looked way different from what I remember it being in the cartoon.
Let's see. I want something that's a bit all-rounded. Toughness lets the Malibu Stacy car down, to be honest. Let's go Mr. Plow.
Mrs. Plow in this case. Just scrawls an S on there in a marker.
Yes. I just remembered the fact that, Marge gets turned on by Homer wearing the Mr. Plow jacket.
Yes, and I would like to very promptly forget that information as well, if that's okay with you.
But yeah, carry on with the Marge Simpson lore, mate. You mentioned the one with Ruth Powers. Any others you enjoy?
Well, another one I enjoyed was Strong Arms of the Ma. And that was a Season 14 episode, so as far as Tom's concerned, we're treading into dangerous territory here. But it was actually a pretty fun episode. It's the one that starts with Rainier Wolfcastle's bankruptcy car boot sale.
Huh.
And it has many a hilarious moment in there, like Homer putting his Tetris skills to work, then promptly forgetting to put himself in the car. And so Rainier Wolfcastle is like, "It's okay, I shall carry you in this giant snuggly.
Aww.
I used it to carry Rob Schneider in. My baby is an ugly man."
My baby is an ugly man. My son returns from college and I'm horrified to find he's a nerd. Haha, I'm laughing already. It's not a comedy.
Yeah. And then they got the one where he does that comedy routine bit. It's like, "That's the joke. You suck, McBain!"
Maybe you are all homosexuals too.
Oh god. And it's like, "That movie cost $80 million. How do you sleep at night? In a bed of money with many beautiful women."
Not just in a bed of money, on a pile of money.
Bed pile, it's all the same.
I don't care if you is from New York.
But yeah, that was a pretty damn good episode as well, because it also had Ruth Powers making a return. And it's a whole episode where Marge gets traumatized after being mugged in the street, so she ends up living in the basement. And the weight set that Homer bought from Wolfcastle was there, so she starts using those in order to get buff and get her confidence back. And then that segues into a whole steroids side story, I guess.
Okay.
So yeah, she starts getting a bit of the roid rage and starts like turfing Moe's Tavern, and it gets a bit heavy from there. But it's a good episode because I think it strikes a very good balance between storytelling and comedy. Like you get a good dose of both, and it was generally a very enjoyable episode.
What I'm worried about in missions like this is, like, if they leave items on a corner, I'm not very good at taking corners and collecting stuff at the same time.
Multi-management is not our strong suit.
Well, it's not mine, I'm not going to speak for you.
I don't know, if you watch my live streams enough, I think maybe you might be able to tell. Oh, I just remembered another part of Marge on the Lam. It had two funny side sections to it as well. You got the one where Homer gets his arm stuck in the vending machines.
Homer, are you just holding on to the candy? What's your point?
And then he just gets laughed out the building. And it also had Lionel Hutz, the babysitter, and he starts setting all his important documents on fire. It's like, "Mr. Hutz, why are you setting all your stuff on fire?" "Lionel Hutz no longer exists. Say hello to Miguel Sanchez."
Ah, he was happy to receive it.
Although one thing never got answered in that episode. Did Marge ever pay that 50 cents?
My cans, my precious antique cans. Oh, look what you've done to them.
What's even more amazing is that it's 50 cents plus $2,000 for mental damages.
Yeah, that's the funny part.
Oh, jeez. That's amazing.
Oh, jeez. Oh, incoming fail, I think.
Oh, we might be able to salvage it.
I'm coming, Cletus. I'm a-coming.
Oh, he dropped something.
I got it.
Alright, one more. It's alright, you got this.
Thank God for shortcuts.
This is intense stuff. I'm enjoying it immensely. There we go, now we're back on track.
I've got it. I've got it. I've got this.
Oh!
Oh! That's not fair. That's not fair.
It was right there.
Oh, cut. One more to go, guys, and I'm on his tail this time.
You'll get it this time. We learned our lesson.
God, this banjo, it never gets old.
Only I could hear it. Then again, I'll just watch this video when it comes out.
Or, you know, you can just go to the soundtrack on YouTube.
Yeah, that's true. Hell yeah! I love Marge's modest little happy dance.
Yeah, she's so surprised to find that she won, and honestly, with me at the helm, I'm kind of surprised too. Alright, let's get some coinage, and then it's card collecting time, mate.
Alright, let me hit up that there FAQ and get this all out there for you. Let me see here.
Oh my god, I'm seeing clones. There could be only one!
This isn't Highlander, calm down. Alright, level 4 Marge. Alright, your first port of call is the Mr. Plowed Jacket. Between the roof of the gas station and Lard Lads next to the Quickie Mart. Accessed by jumping on the billboard by the Quickie Mart, then jumping onto the roof.
Huh, I'm right here. Convenient.
Sometimes things just roll together nicely.
Mrs. Plow, that's my name. That name again is Mrs. Plow.
I can't get over that running animation though. It looks like a zombie just suddenly breaking out into a sprint.
Whoa! Ow! That's not cool. That was from off screen. The worst kind of screen.
How very inconsiderate. There we go, taught him a lesson.
Oh, I see ya. I'm coming over, but first I gotta collect coins. You know how I do.
Oh, there we go. A bee, a box, and a card. This is a venerable of pickups right here.
I seem to recall there's a glitch involving, like, the money boxes in level 4 or one of the following levels, where if you, like, kick them instead of butt stomping them, it won't give you the full amount of coins.
Yeah, it's something weird and, like, making sure you do enough damage over time, and the character you're playing as at the time just can't get enough damage with the initial pummeling, so you gotta give it the butt drop at the end to ensure you get maximum coinage.
Can't believe I missed the card, by the way.
That's a view. Donut Man just like, go, get this chick off me.
Hello, thumbnail. Well, I guess I'll have to go around and attempt to get it again.
Unfortunately, there's no multiple ways to get there. They're very specific to these sort of things.
To be a better runner. I wonder who put these here.
Sorry, he had it coming.
It was his fault we missed the card.
Oh yeah, not mine. This is a Marge reference as well, I believe.
Yes, that's when she became the estate agent.
There's the truth and the truth.
The truth!
I'm coming for you. Yeah, Mr. Plow. That name again is Mr. Plow.
Right, let's see what the next one is. Mr. Burns' portrait. Oh, I remember that episode.
Marge,
Like, very vaguely, but I remember it.
Marge, I may not know art, but I know what I hate. And I don't hate this. And incidentally, thanks for not making fun of my genitalia. Huh, I thought I did.
The discreet burn. Well, maybe not so discreet, depending on your perception, I guess. Anyway, Mr. Burns' portrait. In Mr. Burns' library, press the statue in the back corner of the room. It is revealed above the fireplace.
Oh, I guess that means we can actually go into Burns' place then.
I believe so.
There we go.
I wonder if his marchers are outside going, oh,
Wee-o,
wee-o.
wee-o.
I love that bit.
Oh yeah.
Probably one of my favourite starts to an episode just because of how random it is.
Which episode's that?
I think it's the one where Burns tries to get Bobo back.
Ah, Bobo.
It's like, Mr. Burns is trying to sleep and he just goes, oh, wee-o. And do it really quietly.
Man, there's a lot of empty space here. I wonder if there's, like, any bees dotted about.
Or dogs that shoot bees out their mouth.
I'd like to see you try. Do your worst. My worst, eh?
Smithers, unleash the robot Richard Simmons.
He just regenerates like the Terminator.
Oh god, that's amazing. Fun times, fun times. Alright, so what about your personal favourite Marge episodes, or ones that resonated particularly with you?
Like, you mentioned the Ruth Powers one. I thought that was called Simpson and Delilah, so I'm kind of struggling now. Marge Be Not Proud, even though that's kind of a Bart episode.
Yeah, that's the one where Bart shoplifted Bone Storm 2. I'd say that's more of a Bart episode, although Marge does contribute a pretty big role in that as well. So I suppose you can count it as both.
I like the one where she has to become a police officer.
Oh yeah, that's a fun one too.
Enough about the badgers. When do we get the freaking guns?
Oh god.
I've had enough to hear with your rules.
That was a good one. I also quite like the one where she gets that jacket and then becomes part of high society.
All right,
That was a pretty interesting one. It had a nice little side story with Homer and Mr. Burns playing golf.
This is Shining, but
You need to press in a statue.
I should be paying attention to what you say, but you sicken me. So there you go. Not really. God, what an asshole I am. Oh, of course, it's Shining. There we go. Whoa, what the hell?
Oh yeah, I think this was part of Who Shot Mr. Burns, where he gets like that table and he tries to make out the enemy is the sun and how he plans to block it out.
It is as well. Look, there's the sunny thing.
There you go. References for days.
This'll be Marge's secret.
Jesus. Less said about that, the better, really. What else can we pilfer in this place?
Does he have a vault full of money somewhere? You'd think this place would have a vault full of money somewhere.
Slows you down.
Apparently he has a random pane of glass with Buzz Cola on it.
Oh, you
Not
know,
sure what that's all about.
merchandising, it goes a long way in terms of, ad revenue and whatnot.
I suppose so, but you think Mr. Burns was making enough money. But I suppose a little bit more is always on the cards.
Oh, it's his human chess set.
Oh, what episode was that from again?
That's a hard one to pin down. It might be Bart the Heir.
I get the feeling it may well be. Mr. Burns chess set. Let's see if I can find out. There's a thing on Burns Manor here. Maybe there's something here.
I don't discriminate. I knock down white and black pieces.
Gotta be nice and equal. Although I think of this giant chess set and I just think back to Mel Brooks films where he's sort of like playing the giant chess set and it just suddenly goes gang bang. That was which one was that again? I don't want to say I don't think it's Robin Hood Men in Tights. It was a different one. I think it may have been Blazing Saddles. Thinking about it. Alright, so I can't figure out where the human chessboard comes from, but I can also tell you the many other things that feature in the Mr. Burns Manor.
Okay.
And that includes the 1,000 monkeys with 1,000 typewriters.
It was the worst of times. It was the blessed of times.
Stupid monkey! But yes, he's got the bottomless pit, human chessboard, the largest television in the free world, a hall of patriots commemorating his ancestors, a laboratory, a botanical garden of vultures bearing his likeness, a safe containing a beefeater guard, Lily Langtree Theatre, a theatre showing round-the-clock plays regardless of whether there is an audience, and an illegal surveillance room for such a large mansion. It has a surprisingly small basement, seemingly no larger than the basement in the Simpsons home. So, there you go. Bit of trivia there in the abode of CM Burns there for you.
You remember this episode?
It's the one where Homer gets fat and he has to run all the way back to work to plug up the thing.
And I can't believe that for once Dad's butt prevented the release of toxic gas.
Yes. And it's like, Mr. Burns, can you make me thin again? I guarantee it.
Oh, forget it, I'll just pay for the blasted liposuction.
Woohoo!
My dad's not an inhumane monster, and then Homer goes screeching by in an ice cream van.
Inappropriate timing at its finest.
Alright, card 3, mate.
Alright, card number 3, after we're done bantering about CM Burns' home and other such things. Love letter. On top of the bridge leading to the poor part of town. Climb the bridge like you did earlier, getting those wasps with Homer, and then run across the beam to the other side and slide down to get the card.
I was actually going to show that off as Homer, but I kind of got caught up in the actual recording of the LP, so it's good that we actually have to go up there now.
Yeah, it's true. There's some things that you just miss out on showing because you're sort of caught up in the moment and you just kind of get a flow going.
Alright, should be able to... Yeah, we can get on for it here. Here we go.
Yes, this looks doable.
Booyah. Oh, thank God someone built steps up here.
Well, I suppose it makes sense from a realistic point of view as well, because, I mean, you've got to repair the thing as well, I suppose. Though a ladder probably would have made more sense.
Okay, so it's around here somewhere, you said.
Yep, follow the coins, and I think when you slide down there, you get the card.
Whee!
Well, this is going
There you go.
next to Bart's baby shoes.
I can't remember where the love letter came from, though.
I think if you, like, pause and view cards, it will actually tell you.
Ah, handy dandy.
Yeah, Bart the Lover.
Oh, yeah. How about that?
Maybe it's the beer talking, Marge, but you've got a butt that won't quit. They got those big, chewy pretzels here. $5, get out of here.
Yes! Oh, I love it.
Let's
Okay.
do this then.
Homer's bowling ball, on top of the tower next to the bridge leading to the rich part of town.
Ah, okay. Saw a card in the distance. They're heading there now. Here we go.
There's the tower.
Oh, it's just nice to be out of the
I'll steal another car on my way back.
That's how you do it. Don't repair it, just steal another one. You could do well to learn from the life lessons this game provides.
Don't think you could have made that jump any tighter if you tried.
Especially in high heels, damn.
Yes!
Okay, I'm not really sure how I missed that. How am I missing this?
Oh, boy! Woo-wee!
There we go.
Hey!
It's not quite breakfast, and it's not quite lunch, but you get a good meal!
Jacques was a pretty decent one-off character.
I hope this isn't stealing.
Sick jump, bro. Oh, yes. Ah, okay. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I see it!
Oh my
Uh, I will not be denied! Ah,
I think I'm getting denied ever so slowly.
denied good and proper, bro. Okay, reset that shit. Time resumes.
You and your goddamn JoJo references.
I will not be stopped, mate.
Well, I think it'll be in your best interest not to.
Right, let's try and line shit up now.
Give yourself a good run-up.
Hopefully this is fast enough, I don't think it is! Fuck.
Not quite. Almost.
Damn, man, they're asking a lot of me here, playing a game properly and all.
Savages, I tell you. Do you not understand how hard our job is already?
I think I may have gone the wrong way. Thankfully, there's a shortcut here.
How conveniently placed.
Alright, I'm going to start from all the way back here. I cannot be stopped. Hold on to your butt, Volk, it's going to be a wild ride.
It's clenched as hard as I can clench it.
Ah!
Hey, there you go. Now you got to park the car underneath the card.
Oh, okay. It's a good job I actually landed it properly then.
You need the car. It is a vital part of this particular collectible.
This goes.
Hey, there you go.
Nice.
I wonder which one it is. Is it the one that has a name on it or the one that just says fired?
Let's have a look. Few cards. Ah, I can't tell from there.
Nah.
The old Buff and Bluff, the Hail Murray, the Saskatchewan Shuffle, huh? Huh?
Good old Gil. I get the feeling, judging by that quote, it's probably the one where she gets the official blazer, so not the fired one, in other words.
Purple drapes! All my life I've wanted purple drapes! Thank you for doing that, I can't go above this bitch. Alright, partially deaf, next card, mate.
The Boudoir album. Simpsons Backyard on the Treehouse.
There you go.
We're going back home.
Not really a good place to put a boudoir album, your kid's treehouse, gonna be honest.
Nah, there are probably about infinite better places to put it, but you know, who am I to judge?
What are you thinking?
No, not Willie! I wonder if you can buy his tractor.
Willie, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I've got to sell my beloved tractor.
Yep.
My father
Yay! Got it.
for football hooliganism, and I've no money for his bail.
Well, I certainly could use a tractor around the house for hauling away Homer's empties.
Jesus. How much empties does Homer leave behind? We're probably going to need this for a mission. That's pretty good. Look at the toughness and handling balance.
That is decisively above average.
It is. It is indeed. Oh, do you see that? 999 on the door.
Can't plan it much better than that.
Where's my fucking tractor? Also, weren't you just there? How did you teleport away?
Willie need not answer your questions.
Ancient Scottish powers!
It's the only explanation.
Alright, I'm gonna... Fuck you. I'm gonna pilfer the skull before I leave.
Rob it of all its valuables. I was just going to check and see if there was a card up here as well, but it looks like the last one's in the trailer park.
Okay. She just mentioned Long Island iced tea, by the way.
Ah, what was that episode about again?
I can't give you the gist, but she gets addicted to them.
Oh, is that the one? I think that may have partly to do with the one where she takes up gambling as well.
No,
I can't say for certain.
They're not in the same episode. I know because I watched the gambling episode not long ago.
Ah, okay.
I call him Gambler.
Yes. I tend to just pick out episodes rather than go through them season by season, so some of my memory of some of these might be a bit hazier than your own.
Haha, plebeian.
Hey, I can't help it that I like to just watch the good stuff.
Well, true. Hold your tongue, Tom. Hold your fucking tongue.
No, go on.
No, implying season 14 plus.
Hey, I was just going back there because there were some good episodes. Like, the problem is with the later seasons, it's not as consistent in terms of quality, but you do get those odd flashes of brilliance in there, which is why the cherry picking on that side of things is probably a good idea.
Come on, while we're young.
Oh, there they are, hard at work.
What the hell?
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Alright, what alternate costumes have we got here?
Probably the cop uniform's gotta be there, I would think.
Oh, look, it's that thing.
Yay! There we go.
Fuck yes.
I gotta go for that one.
I think Marge looks better with her hair, like, down, honestly.
Well, down and poofy is the best way to go, because obviously she can have it long and, you know, straight. And that's good as well, but this is like almost the best of both worlds, so it works out best.
Let's see. I want to drive the tractor back to the house.
Cop driving a tractor. That's something you don't see every day.
Hook me up with some wheels, man.
Do not touch Willie. Good advice.
That was an episode and a half.
Lousy Smarch weather, etc., etc. I said on Twitter, like, this playthrough is amazing for us, because we can just wax nostalgically about The Simpsons, and most of the jokes come from there, and the rest of it is just reactionary comedy from me.
Yep, pretty much. It's like a free LP card. It just writes itself. All you gotta do is have the effort to go through the entire game.
Basically. It's not even effort, really. At least not until, like, level 6 or so.
Yeah, that's where it starts getting hard, but, you know, it gives you a fair challenge on, like, 3, 4, and 5, certainly.
That's what you get for throwing yourself under my fucking tractor.
Alright, so if you've been binging on Simpsons episodes recently, out of the ones you've watched so far, what was a particular standout for you? Which was one that you sort of thought, oh yes, this is the good shit right here?
Well, there's too many to mention, honestly, but the one I watched, like, last, literally before we started recording, was, Homer and Apu, or Apu and Homer, where Apu loses his job at the Quickie Mart.
Oh yes. Who needs the Quickie Mart? Is that one, or is that another one?
No, that's the one, mate.
Oh, alright, okay. I thought I was remembering a different one for some reason.
Oh, he lied to us through song. I hate when people do that.
Actually, one I was watching a couple of days back was Homer the Smithers. That is a top quality episode.
And remind me, please?
It's the one where Smithers has to take a vacation by force, and he goes to try and find someone to replace his job as Smithers.
Oh, right.
700 matches? Better narrow it down. Lazy. Boorish, or whatever. And then he, like, gets 700 matches again, and he goes, oh, I'm nuts to this, I'll just get Homer Simpson.
I just love the joke about, like, Mr. Burns' car being compacted into a cube.
Oh, that is great. Here are your messages. You have 30 minutes to move your car. You have 10 minutes. Your car has been impounded. Your car is now being crushed into a cube. You have 30 minutes to move your cube. Hello, Mr. Burns' office. Is it about my cube? I love how he just nonchalantly goes with it. It's just like, you're not asking about the car at all. It's just his first concern is about the cube.
That's where a lot of the humour of classic Simpsons comes from. It's just played completely straight. It's just like a normal conversation, really.
Yep, pretty much. Also, that episode had the part where Homer was trying to make Burns' breakfast and he sets the cereal on fire.
Oh, yeah.
There were so many great parts to that episode, and it also gave a side of Mr. Burns you don't get to see very often when he sort of fully becomes independent. He almost becomes a likable guy. It's this crazy thing, but
Yeah.
you get a lot of sparks of that with Mr. Burns. He's like a hilarious asshole most of the time, but then he gets like that odd spark where he's almost like a normal person, and somehow it just works.
Yeah, yeah. It's a shame we don't play as Mr. Burns, actually. Like, the 5th playable character isn't even one of the Simpsons, which is odd, because Grandpa's right there.
I mean, it was Apu, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
For episode 5. Yeah, I always found that a bit odd, because considering like how some of the characters are reacting to everything, you'd think, well, Abraham Simpson is obviously a Simpson, so that's always going to be an option. Krusty has that whole affiliation with Buzz Cola thing going on, so him being part of that as well would have probably made a bit more sense. I don't know, I'm sure there's reasonings for it, but there was one thing I couldn't quite wrap my head around as to, like, why Apu? Like, I can see kind of how he's involved in the story in some way, it's just like, you can't help but shake a feeling there's a few other characters that would have worked just as well, if not better.
Yeah, it happens, I guess. Not really a big deal. Alright, I'm gonna park my tractor since I obviously can't drive it.
Yes, park it right next to this lamppost. I intended to do that.
Okay, do I have to go on the wires? Okay, no, those are JPEGs, never mind. Oh! I think I found the secret vehicle!
Dune buggy! That's why they become trillionaires, I think? Or is that a reference to that, or is it something else?
Wow, whoa! Wow! Let it rip, baby!
Oh god!
Picking up speed! Da, 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 da. Okay, I'm gonna park that, I'm having too much fun.
Oh no, don't abstain on my account.
Okay, well, I'll go back to it once I'm done, but I should find a proper car, because the races are coming up next.
Yes, I doubt that Doom buggy's gonna get you very far.
Now, before I pick up this final card here, the boudoir. Jeez. More Vaseline, I think. More Vaseline.
Can we get some eye bleach as well, please?
I hope I can do something neat with this.
And the pepper spray.
What episode is that from? See, this is where it comes in handy to check cards and whatnot.
Indeed.
The Springfield Connection. Oh, it is from the episode where she becomes a police officer. There you go.
There we go. It all ties in.
Ah, Marge, one squirt and you're south of the border. Incapacitating.
And then he tries to put it on like his vegetables or whatever, and he tries to eat it, and he's like...
Chest pains. Having chest pains. Did you just assault an officer? Fuck off.
Police brutality!
Marge of murder.
Dial M for Marge.